What's going on, guys? It is Alric Phoenix, and I've got a totally real story for you today. This is absolutely a real story. If you can't handle talking about your own junk, your nether regions, your genitalia, then this is not going to be for you. So, here we go. Many, many years back, a woman at my office, back where I used to work, gave me some homegrown hot peppers. I love hot peppers. I could eat them like popcorn. I have eaten them like popcorn. And she was particularly proud of them. She had two on her. She said, "Would you like these?" Popped one in my mouth, and I said, "This is delicious." I ate it. My eyes watered a little bit, but nothing too serious. They were great, so I took the other one home and said, "You know what? I got some chili." Man, love chili. I get home, and I make my first mistake. My first mistake is on how to handle a hot pepper. The way in which you handle a hot pepper is with a latex glove. It's what every chef will ever tell you, but I'm a man. I have latex-like hands from years of manual labor, and it can kiss my ass. So I cut up that hot pepper with my hands, put it in that bowl of chili, and ate it, and it was probably the greatest chili I've ever eaten. I regret nothing to do with cooking that. Everyone should try it. Now, what a lot of people do after a meal is wash their hands, wipe their hands, whatever. I proceeded to wipe down my hands. I did not wash them, which we'll count that as my second mistake. So I sat down in my chair, having just ingested a delicious meal. I stroked my beard, and I felt content. And then I got just a bit of an itch. This here is what I would call my third mistake. I scratched that itch. That itch was located right on my balls. About 10 minutes later, I'm sitting there and thinking to myself, you know, I'm not sure if that meal is sitting with me as well as I had hoped. I feel a little off. I feel not right, but I'm not sure why. But that's fine. 10 minutes later, it was not fine. I was starting to feel very bad. Something was clearly wrong. I need to check this shit out. So, I hastened myself to the bathroom, hike down my pants, hike down my drawers, and take a look, and God almighty, that ball sack was as red as a Kryptonian sun. I started to freak out. One thing that people often do when they have something spicy is have a glass of milk. So for about 20 seconds, I consider that fact and think to myself, well, if people drink milk just to make their throats feel better after eating something spicy, what would happen if I just dip my junk in milk? Maybe that'll make me feel better. Unfortunately, as I was living at home at the time, all I could think was, that would raise many too many questions. Should my parents come in and I am screaming in pain while dipping my balls in a tall glass of 1%? So instead I decide, okay, clearly the issue was that I didn't wash my hands thoroughly after I had eaten. After I handled that habanero, I'm gonna go take a shower. For those of you that perhaps have forgotten grade 5 science class, oil and water do not mix. So naturally, when I stepped into that shower and turned it on and that water hit me for the first time, I doubled over in abject agony and pain, unable to do anything to even cry out for help. It was all I could do to kick the shower off, as it felt like I just got punched by 10 midgets simultaneously right in the crotch. After that, I sat up and said, fuck it, I'm going to bed. I looked at the clock said 8:30, I said, I don't give a shit, I don't care that it's 8:30. I don't care that it's a goddamn weekend. This has been a stressful fucking day. I'm going to bed. So, after years of being in nature has taught me many things. One of those things is how to fashion a diaper out of toilet paper. So, I fashioned a full diaper with an emphasis on the front half. Went to bed and said, we'll deal with this in the morning. I woke up that morning, felt fantastic, checked everything, no damage. It was as if it never even happened. And that's how I almost burned off my balls. Anyway guys, this has been Alric Phoenix. If you liked the story, click like. If you find me entertaining, maybe you'd like to subscribe. This is the Bad Master Alric Phoenix, signing out.
Advised, hostile RCXD spotted.